All right, good Wednesday morning. Time to talk about today's weather. It's First Alert Weather live stream time here in the Weather Center. This is First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Balon. I'm sure you got some rain last night. You might be wondering how much you got. Let's see what's going on with First Alert Viper Max. And you can see the showers have wrapped up across the area. There's still a little bit of rain along the I-90, 94 corridor, the Dells down into southeastern Wisconsin, but for all intents and purposes, the showers are pretty much done. A lot of folks across eastern Wisconsin got about 1/4 inch of rain according to the data, the calculations on First Alert Viper Max. Some areas got a little bit more, especially we see some of those green streaks. Notice Wittenberg, east over towards Clintonville and Swamico. That's where you got at least 1/2 inch of rain based on the radar data. I think the heaviest rainfall was to the south and west, which is where we told you where the heaviest rain would fall yesterday. Montello, Markesan, over towards Waupun and over towards the Lomira area. A lot of folks there, based on the radar data, picked up about 3/4 inch of rain, if not a little bit more than that. All right, so we are dry but cloudy right now. Here's a live view from our Sturgeon Bay sky cam. It is quiet there in the channel, but about an hour ago, the USS Cobia was tugged out of dry dock by some tugboats, and you could actually see it passing by our sky camera shot. And then the Michigan Street Bridge opened up. It was pretty neat, but now the Cobia is on its way back to Manitowoc, where it'll be there around 3 o'clock this afternoon. We're at 49 degrees right now in Sturgeon Bay. We're on our way to a high of 57, seasonable mid-October day. Cloudy skies, but I am expecting some sun, especially as we go into the afternoon. Right now, 49, not just in Sturgeon Bay, but also Green Bay, Manitowoc, and Shawano. We've got 46 degrees in Marinette. Temperatures are in the low 50s in the Fox Valley, 52 right now in Oshkosh. Here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor with today's highs, and they're pretty uniform this afternoon in the upper half of the 50s. 58 is average for this time of year. A pair of 55-degree high temperatures, double nickels for Rhinelander and for Wausau. So the showers are sliding away. The clouds are going to hang in there, but notice 1 o'clock this afternoon, clearing up towards the upper Michigan border, the northern half of Door County, and that clearing line gradually works its way southward. Now, the clearing might not arrive in the Fox cities until about 5 o'clock, and that is about an hour before sunset. So for folks in around Oshkosh, this may be a situation where it's cloudy all day, but then as the sun is setting, all of a sudden the clouds start to break open a little bit. But those clouds may just kind of hover south and west of the Fox cities heading into this evening. So we'll see how that goes. All right, our next weather maker. Details. We're expecting some more rain to arrive tomorrow, and tomorrow evening there's going to be a chance of some thunder showers. It's a low risk of severe weather tomorrow night. We'll keep an eye on the forecast for Friday night into Saturday. Maybe there's an upgrade there. But things will get unsettled again because of low pressure that is swirling out in the western United States. There it is, out towards California, Nevada. It's producing some rain and some snow in the higher elevations of the Sierra Nevadas and the Rockies. That area of low pressure is being created by a buckle in the jet stream, a trough aloft. And as this jet stream buckle slides across the plains, the Midwest, the Great Lakes between now and the weekend, little spokes of energy coming around this upper level low pressure system will help kick off some rain chances. I don't really see any specific day being a washout between now and Sunday, but there are those rain chances. 50% tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night, dropping down to a 30% chance Friday night. The highest rain chance is Saturday, 60%, with showers diminishing Sunday morning. But let me show you that first chance of rain here with First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. We're going to pick it up 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll have thickening clouds. Showers arrive, especially around and after lunch. There's the noon hour tomorrow. Here's 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Now, as we stop it again, 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, you can see the thunder showers out in central Wisconsin. They'll be pushing into the Fox cities and Green Bay shortly after sunset. There's 9 p.m. Maybe a brief downpour There probably will be a couple flashes of lightning. There will probably be some claps of thunder. Severe weather not expected. Again, it's a low risk of severe weather, and those thunder showers will be moving out as we go into Friday morning, at least temporarily. All right, so there's your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. 57 today with an afternoon clearing. And then ahead of incoming low pressure, it starts to warm back up. 62 for Thursday, 71 for Friday. So yeah, another warm day is on the horizon as we wrap up this week. Again, we'll have some showers, perhaps some evening thunder showers late tomorrow. And then Friday during the day looks partly sunny. There might be some showers at night. I have made an adjustment to the high school football forecast. The First Alert update, the Operation Football game of the week is Notre Dame at Oshkosh North. That's at Titan Stadium. There's going to be clouds around. There might be a stray shower, especially in the second half of the game. It's going to be mild. It's going to be breezy. Temperatures will be in the low and mid 60s. And then as low pressure swirls overhead and it pushes a cold front across the area, our weekend temperatures will start to trend down. So we go from 71 on Friday to 65 on Saturday, and then a seasonable 58 as we go into Sunday. Saturday has a 60% chance of showers. Showers are possible Sunday morning, but I think we'll start to see decreasing clouds and the sun comes back out, at least for a little bit, for Sunday afternoon. So between now and the end of Sunday, here's a 5-day rainfall outlook. And I think a good chunk of the area could pick up an additional ½ inch of precipitation, give or take. So that's between now and the end of this upcoming weekend. Oh, speaking of the weekend, let me give you something else. So this is the fall color report, and this report is from our friends over at explorefall.com. If you haven't checked out their website, please do. It's really, if you love autumn, then it's a good website. Right now, they're reporting moderate color across the Fox Valley over towards the lakeshore, and much of northern Wisconsin has peak color. But if you look very closely, up towards Highway 8, northwest up towards Ashland, you see that kind of brownish color there? That's where the show is kind of ending, past peak color. And that's where I think you might have some raking to do at some point. You possibly could do some raking this weekend if it isn't too wet. The weekend forecast for you leaf peepers out there. Past peak conditions across the North Woods. I think we could have peak color this weekend across central Wisconsin. Some of that could nose its way into the Fox Valley and to northern Door County. Sturgeon Bay, south down towards Milwaukee, still some high color. I think the peak for the Milwaukee and Madison area might be next week. So again, the Green Bay area, central Wisconsin, this weekend coming up, peak color for you leaf peepers. But as I've said before in past live streams in our newscast, temper your expectations because of the recent warm autumn weather and the recent dry weather we've had over the past couple months. Some of this color has been kind of muted. It's probably not quite as sharp and vibrant as it has been in past autumns. But we're hitting the peak for whatever that's worth this weekend. So, yeah, you know what? You just got the forecast via our live stream. But you know what? Sometimes you want the forecasts on the go. And I get it. You know, you're not always by your TV and you got things to do. Well, guess what? If you download our free WBAY First Alert Weather app, you can always get forecast updates whenever you want them, wherever you are. So scan that QR code there on the left side of the screen. And coming up on Action 2 News at noon and again at 4, meteorologist Emily Mers is in the house. She's just coming off of her weekend. Today is her Monday, if you will, even though it's your Wednesday. And she's going to get caught up on what's going on with the weather pattern, and she will give you an updated forecast. So I hope you give her some time during our noon newscast and our 4 p.m. newscast today. Did I cover all the bases? I think I did. Yeah, I think I gave you everything I've got. I hope you enjoyed our First Alert live stream coming up on Action 2 News mid-morning in 15 minutes. It's me, our buddy Emerson Lehman, who's in for Aisha Morales, who's off for a few days, and we'll cut through all the top news stories and give you a weather recap and give you everything you know on the TV side if you're able to join us. All right, thanks for watching our Wednesday First Alert live stream. I hope you have a great day. I think we'll do this again tomorrow. Yeah, we should do this again tomorrow, and hopefully you'll join us. All right, see you around.